as long as you are trying to control outcomes in your life, you will not find a lasting sense of peace. Instead, your peace will always be dependent on whether you get this thing or not, you get this relationship, or you get this result in your career, in your business or not. You will always be fixated about it. You will always be a little stressed about something. You will always be worrying about something, always having something to figure out and not happy with. You will always have this sense of feeling like life is not as good as how it should be. And there will always be this sense of gap inside, my love. And the thing is that you are not meant to do any of that. You are meant to be free. You are meant to be alive, fully alive. Fully be at peace with it all. Fully be at peace with all of life. And that is the serenity that your soul, that your deepest inner being is longing for. However, in this society, in this day and age, it's easy to think that our sense of peace is dependent on an outcome, always dependent on an outcome of whether you get this thing by this certain age, right? Whether you get married, whether you get this amount of success by this age or not. Our sense of peace is always dependent on something else outside of us. That goal that we're trying to get to. And so what happens is that we end up in the back of our mind always thinking about, fixated and obsessed with getting to that outcome. We end up being so fixated on that outcome that we can't be happy right now. We can't be at peace right now. And yet a lot of people think that it is normal when it's actually not. It's actually very heavy. It's actually very exhausting. And for many, many people, we think that that's the only way to life. We think that we have to live our whole life trying to control outcomes. We think that we have to live our life always needing to wonder when we will get this thing, if we get this thing, how we will get this thing, right? Our minds are obsessed with it. And we believe that until we get to the outcomes, then we can't stop worrying. And the thing is that even if you get to that outcome, you will continue to worry because you've seen that worrying is the way. You think that worrying is the way. You think that control is the way. You think that stress is the way. And therefore, you will continue to be stressed even if you get to that milestone. Even if you get that relationship, you will always be trying to control something about your partner. Always trying to control something about your business, your career, your boss, your coworker, your work. You will always be feeling like there is always something that is like bothering you in the back of your mind. No matter how successful you become, no matter what you attain, because you would be afraid of losing it all. In that case, you would be afraid of losing it all, and therefore there will always be something bothering you in the back of your mind. And for me, I realized how exhausting that way of life is. For the majority of my life, I lived as someone who always needs to be achieving the highest thing, the shiniest thing, the biggest thing, right? The highest grade, the shiniest, the flashiest career, the flashiest outcome on social media, the fame, or whatever my mind was fixated on. And I realized how tiresome that is. And I'm not just talking in terms of like manifestation, because manifestation will say, spiritual manifestation will think that, oh, like you need to let go of it all in order to have that outcome, right? But still, I think that even that, use trying to let go of outcomes so that you get the outcome, even that in itself, that way of trying to control, that can still be our way of trying to control reality, our way of trying to control the universe. But we are not meant to do that. The universe, compared to our little mind, the universe is way more vast, way more bigger. Our minds are not meant to do that. But a lot of us, we experience stress and worry and anxiety and frustration and anger and all of these, the sadness and all of most of what we experience in our mind, the suffering that we experience in our mind, it comes down to control. It comes down to we're trying to control something about life, right? We're trying to control something outside of us, whether that is a person or whether that is an object, an outcome, an event. And as long as we're doing it, we are exhausting our energy. We're draining our energy, our life force. And I realized how exhausting that was. And I now see that I don't want to live that way. I don't want to always be wondering about who signs up or how many people visit my website or how many people do this thing, what this person does, what that person does, right? All of that is a heaviness that never belonged to you. And when you actually let go of that control, what you will experience is a sense of freedom, a sense of peace. You will experience that actually life is controlling for you. Life is doing the thing for you. We don't have to we don't have to control whether this tree is blooming, how many flowers this tree blooms in spring. We don't have to control how much water flows in the streams. We don't have to control any of it all, yet life is happening. Nature is blossoming. Nature is alive, even without our control. And that is how we are meant to live life. We are meant to just receive it, experience it, instead of trying to restrict and control and grip on it. And of course, when I say that we are meant to let go of control, some people may think like you let go of control, then nothing will get accomplished, right? Your chores are not going to be done. Your work is not going to be done, right? That's what we think, but actually the opposite happens, because now you let go of control, you can be more fully present with what is here. You can be more fully present at work. You can be more fully present with your partner instead of trying to control where this conversation is going to go. Instead of that, you can be more connected. You can be more open. You can be more present, connected to your heart, connected to your feelings, connected to what you truly desire, what they also, desire, what you're feeling deep down. You can express yourself more. And you become more free. And it's like that example in my business. At one point, I used to be so stressed about getting sales in my business that every time that I get on sales call, I would get so nervous, and all I could think about is whether that person would buy or not. And whenever I would get hit with rejection, so many rejection in a row for a full year, I would get people saying no to me, and my ego got so bummed up. My ego felt like she was a failure. I felt like I was a failure. I felt like I was behind compared to all those people online. I felt like I'm worthless, a piece of nothing. That's how I felt. And I saw that all of that, in fact, all of that frustration and worry was happening because I was so fixated on the outcome. I was trying to control the outcomes. When actually, when I, what happened was when I let go of trying to control the outcome and when I let myself simply focus on serving the person that I'm talking to instead of trying to get to the outcome of the end result of the sale. When I focus on what is here, connecting with the person, being with the thing, being with the work, right? That's when actually life just takes care of itself. And of course, like I said, again, we don't want to be using that as we don't even want to be attached to, right, to the belief. We don't want to be attached to the belief that, oh, I need to let go of it in order to make it happen, because again, it will be us trying to make things happen. When the thing is that we can just we just gotta let go of it all. The outcome is not for ours to control, not for the mind, the little self to control. The higher self is the one who does the thing. Life is the one who does the thing. And all we're here to is participate with what's here. We don't have to carry it all alone. And instead, you can let life, let God, let the universe create it through you. You can be the vessel instead of being the controller. Right? You're just here to direct and channel energy, and you can intend on what you desire. But then how that creation energy flows is not your job. It is too heavy for our little selves. And my love, when you let go of that control, what you'll experience is a sense of being taken care of. You'll experience that you're actually not doing it all alone. The control is actually making you feel so stressed out, making you feel like you're doing this all alone. When actually life is with you. Life is always with you. And we are here to be receiving from life, flowing with life. It's just like a surfboard. You're surfing. If you're so focused on doing how many flips in a certain amount of time, then the whole time you'll be stressed out. The whole time you will be beating yourself up. But when you actually let go of the control, then you can be with life. Then you can be with the waves, the sound, your senses, your body, your sensations, your enjoyment. You can be with it all. And that is where, my love, our life, the life that we truly came here for, the life that we most want to live, happens.